Hello, people. So it's the 21st, and my new specs, by the way, because yeah, I did spoil my eyes even more. So my bar has increased. Anyways, mm, so there are sometimes, like not sometimes, it's like almost always, I do a wrong thing and I realize almost immediately, like not that exact moment, but sometime later when I think over it, and I just realize that I have been very vocal about my opinions, like not political opinions, but about things I like, dislike, and about people. I've been very vocal for that, right? And well, I tell it to my friends, right? But I think there's no proof, but I think that they might not be keeping my trust, uh, right? And I mean, completely valid why they should not keep my trust because I mean, it's they don't have any obligation to me to keep my trust just because they are my friends. Um, and well, that makes me realize that I've been very vocal. Like being vocal is not bad, but I have opened myself up, right? And which is not bad, right? So it's like, see, earlier, no, this is what I'm realizing now. Like earlier, like a few months ago, I was to think that okay, I have to restrict what I say to people. But then I realized that I did restrict myself from the completely the beginning. I did not tell anyone anything. I mean, not because I did not want to communicate. I tell neutral things, but not opinions and stuff because I always thought that this could be used against me. A lot of things, right? But now I'm realizing this. Oh wait, this is a good camera angle, I suppose. Okay, so now I'm realizing this that because I've opened up myself and this is what I'm experiencing and this is what will help me forward. Like um, feeling those emotions, feeling bad about what has happened, like unsatisfied and stuff, and then acknowledging them and then moving forward, right? So yeah, that's a good thing in a sense. I mean, after I have opened myself up, there have been instances where I'm hurt and stuff, right? Usually, but that also shows me who to trust, who not to trust, and how to predict people's behavior. Like I feel I've slightly gotten better at reading people, like slightly. So yeah, I want to increase that skill, and I mean, it's just that I'm very scared of humiliation, right? Which it should not be because if I do not get humiliated, how will I improve? And even if it's really bad, like that builds up my entire resistance, I'll say. So I think of a thing and then I go like, oh no, people will know this will be so bad. What will they say? And then I'm like, okay, what's the worst that could happen? Like the worst. And then I'm like, okay, I mean the worst is not even that bad. Like what is the worst that could happen? People would talk behind my back. Um, I would not have friends. I'll have to do the projects alone. Or and what else? Like, I mean, these are like very far fetched. But think about the worst, right? Which is like not even real because not the problem is not even that huge. I'm making a big deal out of nothing. It's not nothing, but yeah, it's not a big deal either. So, anyways, that's what I think that I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Okay, this fine. But then these days, like this past 1 year, I find it really hard to control my mouth. Like I'm very vocal about my opinions. If I do not like how a thing has been done, I'm very vocal about it. These things do help me. Like in teamwork, I'm very vocal. Like I say my ideas, I'm like, okay, fine, what if it's like this. I'm very vocal like that. So, which I was not before, and I was not actively involved. But My vocalness is limited to my friends. Like, I do not voice my opinions or my answers in class. And that becomes an issue. Like in class, I literally blank out because I'm so scared of giving wrong answers, right? And then today, one of my professors, he said this quote. He said it's from a Chinese person, that if you ask a stupid question, you are fool only once. But if you do not ask a stupid question, like, you're fool forever. So I will actively try from now onwards to be more vocal even in class, like to make it clear. Because like last semester the teachers we had like 1 year with the teachers, and then I got comfortable and asked them questions. It won't be happening again, right? Like, I'll have what teachers for 4 months max, and if I go into internships, people, I'll see people like for what 1 month max, and if they're very busy people, like 2 3 days max. So I need to open up to that level that I do not hesitate to ask a question, right? Even if it's a stupid question and I'm gonna get humiliated. So I'm gonna start actively working on that. Little things. I'll stop hesitating. Yeah, people will laugh at the beginning. I mean, that's very obvious, but I feel like I have to make my will stronger than the fear of humiliation. Because I mean, if the fear of humiliation stopped me from achieving something, big and being happy with my life, then that's just living in a very caged world, and I don't want to live in a caged world. The cage I built for myself. It's not like anyone is building for me, and it's not like anyone is forbidding me to speak, right? So yeah, that thing I'll actively try to engage more, to open myself up more, and to make time for myself more. Like, that's a very great issue with me. Anyway, see you, bye.